Hello everyone, welcome to a new video for ADA, dot, and Matic or Polygon price prediction based on Elliott wave analysis. We're gonna start with ADA on the daily chart here, where we have a potential wave A, B, and a C finished toward the upside, of course, as a zigzag, and finishing with it a potential wave A here. And this wave A can unfold, of course, after a W, X, and a Y, a wave B, where we are looking right now for an impulse as a wave 1, 2. This wave 2 is a very complicated wave 2, has turned into a running flat here as an A, B, and a C. This wave C is kind of like an ending diagonal, finishing a running flat in a very complex structure, I would say, and then starting the move toward the upside. And that because, of course, you don't have any kind of 1 2 1 2 here. Those are a very pure zigzag internally. We're gonna see them on the 2 hours chart, and you don't have any 5 ways for wave 1 2 3. Plus, in case this is your wave 4, it took so much time and it is very complex, and of course a very far scenario in 5 waves, right, as a diagonal. And then of course we start the move toward the upside. From there we're gonna see it, of course, much more closer. But before moving to this, I would like to mention also that there is a potential of a leading diagonal wave 5 here to unfold as well toward the upside as 1 2 3 4 and a 5 final wave for ADA. The targets for this impulse, of course, is the 1.618, first taken from this 1 2 there. Here the of course the lowest part of this wave 2 to give us a 1.618 as 1.86. And from there, of course, we might move continuation toward the upside for a wave 3 4 and a 5, of course, in the yellow scenario that we have here, a big wave 1 2. And that means, of course, you would like to see a, of course, all-time high for ADA with this impulse, in case, of course, it unfolds as it should be. So on the 2 hours chart for ADA, we are looking, of course, after this WX and a Y here. There is nothing impulsive, of course. Even diagonal is hard to call, only an expanding diagonal, but anyway, you took the low. So already in validation, there is no 1 2 here. You have only 1 2 1 2 right now, and then 1 2 3 4 5 to finish a wave 3. Currently, you're looking for a wave 4 in this white scenario. The white scenario target is 0.23, 0.72 cent, and you would like to reach, of course, this with time, of course, taken from the wave 2 here. So you would like to see, of course, a little bit more range, probably as a triangle can be, or it can be, of course, as a flat, and then continuation for higher prices again for wave 5 to finish wave 3 here. 1 2 3 4 and a 5. With this 1 2 3 4 and a 5, you're gonna finish a wave 1. Of course, this wave 1 is gonna unfold the massive and fractal impulse toward the upside, meaning 1 2 3 4 and a 5, as we saw, of course, on the daily to be unfolding. Yep, so those are the targets right now for ADA. In case we are looking for wave 5 here, the targets for wave 5, of course, taken from the 1 over the wave 3 here, and we get, of course, this potential blue box to be hit later on, of course, once you finish this wave 4. So targets, next targets are around the 100, 0.83 and 0.88. Okay, that was for ADA. Let's see the dot. Dot is also showing some potential. You know, dot was very lagging lately in this corrective wave and very complex after having 1 2 3 4 5. So it's a good thing that we have impulse as a start here toward the upside, finishing wave 1 or wave A. And then, of course, we see an impulse in reversal, very deep impulse for wave A, and of course followed by a wave B, and currently you're looking at a finished diagonal for wave C, meaning you have finished a big wave A, B, and a C toward the downside, hitting the 0.786 here for wave 2. And this was our question mark here, take the low for higher, and this is exactly what happened. And so this was a very old thing that I put here in one of our live streams, and I was still looking for it. I was still looking for it to take the low. Of course, we took the 0.786, taken from the 1. So it's still a good fib for a wave 2 even, and we might, of course, launch a wave 3 toward the upside. Or, of course, it can be an A, B, and a C, of course, for the 1-to-1 fib level. $56 or for the 1.618 for the wave 3 $90. You would like to see, of course, 1 2 3 4 and a 5. Let's move inside it, of course, to see how this is going to unfold. So basically we have right now several 1 2 1 2 and another 1 2, of course 1 2 3 4 and a 5 4 5 4 5, of course continuation towards the upside. Currently you are working on this wave 4 where you have hit the 0.23 already for 1 2 3 4 and a 5, because this is definitely, of course, 1 2 1 2 3 4 and a 5 here for wave 3 internally, and you're looking right now at this wave 4 0.23 to hit, of course, with the fib time, meaning you still need a little bit to range here before you move towards the upside. And yep, so those are potentially the fib levels for wave 4 in case we continue for higher. The next target, of course, for this wave 5 would be the following as well. Here we go. So we might see this next blue box, of course, for this next pump. Yeah, here we go. Between 4.22 $4.28 for dot. And this 2.618, of course, is taken from this 1 2 here in the orange. So you would like to see the orange wave 3 hitting the 2.618, basically because you have already passed the 1.618 without yet finishing, of course, even this impulse toward the upside. Yep, that was it for dot. So let's see the next one. The next one is Matic Polygon. So for Polygon, on the daily, we're gonna start all-time history as usual. For the all-time history here, we are looking at also an impulse, potentially formation still toward the upside where you have 1 2, you have 1 2 3 4 5, finished wave 3. You have a very big corrective wave here for wave 4 in the yellow scenario. No invalidation has been taken yet. So I believe that this is still, of course, working as an impulse toward the upside after, of course, taking this 0.38 fib level. Very nice price. And of course, we might see, of course, continuation for higher. Yeah. Very simple. You have, of course, whether an A, B, and a C regular flat, because if this is considered 3 waves up, and you're looking here at a potential 1-to-1 fib level 3.45, or you are in a wave 1 2 3, wave 4, wave 5 can be a little bit, of course, much higher. So I would say the wave 5 might be the following target, but of course preferably to have not logarithmic fib levels. So it might be, yeah, it's not so far actually. Both are not so far. 3.45, while the regular flat might be $3.10. It's a little bit hard to see them, of course, but yeah, basically this is what it might be. Let me check also regular flat and also remove the logarithmic. Yeah, $3.07, guys. Let's move inside it on the 2 hours chart here, where we are looking for the following count. We have 1 2 3 4 5, wave 1, big wave 1 already unfolded, and of course we can be in an A, B, and a C here to be tested, of course, for the 1-to-1 fib level, followed by A, B, C here, this impulse for wave 2 or wave B, and then again followed by a leading diagonal 1 2, and then we're looking for this massive wave 3 towards the upside. This wick is simply a spam, nothing to mention here. So we have 1 2 1 2 3 4 and a 5 toward the upside. Finishing wave 3, we're looking for wave 4 and a 5, of course, for higher prices. I would say the target for this wave 4 might be also the 0.23. So we still need, of course, some lower prices here to unfold, and you need still, of course, a little bit time, because the wave 2 here in the white is of course large. Okay, so we still need a little bit time for it. I would say inside this blue box we're gonna see how this is going to unfold. So wave 4 and wave 5 can unfold later to finish a wave 1, probably finishing wave C. Now this wave C of course has to finish at the 1-to-1 fib level, right? And it should be of course kind of like, yeah, zigzag here. Okay, we don't need the 1.05. So it can be a zigzag 0.23. This is your minimum target anyway, where you're gonna reach it an ABC. If broken, you're gonna of course continue towards the upside wave 3. Currently, we are looking for this wave 5. Preferably, of course, this wave 5 will end this wave C. So this is your target anyway for a wave 5, because this wave 5 has to be 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. All right, that was it, I think, for for ADA, DOT, and MATIC from the daily to the 2 hours chart and the micro level. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.